Okay, this video is going to be covering objects. So we've seen arrays, and arrays are a way of storing multiple values in one variable. And objects are similar in that regard, where you store many things in one object. So let's make a whoops, I said let const. I mean const. So company is equal to, and you put the object goes inside these curly braces. Whereas arrays, to put a value in the array, you just put the value. That's it. It's just values. In objects, it stores what's known as key value pairs. So a key value pair is like the key is like a name of a variable. So for example, name equals Jesse. That's a variable. The key is the name, and the value is the value of it, Jesse. So objects are like full of those. So you would say name, and in this case, the key is the name, and the value is apple. Then if we come down here and say company dot name, and it's going to return apple. Okay. Notice how we don't use let or var in here. That's not how it works in objects. Objects, you just put, also notice how there's no equals. We're not saying name equals apple, we're doing name colon apple. And then to put another value, you don't put a semicolon here, you put a comma, and then your next value, your key value. So the key here is going to be founded, so that's how you access the value of it. You would say company.founded, and then the value of it, 1976. And let's try this. Let's see. Founded 1976. Okay, cool. And you got to remember to put the comma, or else there will be an error. So founders. So founders is actually going to be an array with 3 people. Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne. He actually left the company early, so not that many people know his name. Products is also going to be an array. iPhone, Macintosh, and CEO. Tim Cook. Okay, now let's go back down here and let's see some of this stuff. So company.founders is equal to that array. Whoops. Products is this array. And okay. And finally, I'm going to add one more key value pair. And this time, it's actually going to be a function. So create new product. And for now, let's just console.log create product. And I forgot the R. Create product. So here we could say company dot create new product, and it will run this function. No comma. See, I said before, if you forget the comma, there'll be it's actually a syntax error. Okay, create product. Now, what we want to do for create product, we actually want to have a product name. So a product name. And we also want to update the products array inside the company. Now, you can go ahead and try to figure that out on your own if you want, as like a mini challenge. Just try to do that. But if you do try to do that, you might run into a bit of a problem, because it seems like you could just do products dot push product name. This looks like it should work, and then when you call the function, you want to add a product. In this case, let's make a product called iHome, and let's see what happens when we run it. Okay, it says products is not defined. That's because the way this works is if you want to refer to a value inside your object, you have to use the keyword this. So you would say this dot products refers to the products array, and this will work. Create product, and okay, so it's pushing, it's saying create product, and then let's also return this dot products. So then you could see here all the products in the products array. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Another thing before I end the video is I want to show you the different ways that you could access values of the object. So the first that we've already saw is just company dot name. Let's get rid of this, and this works. But there's another way. There's a way that looks like this, where it's almost like an array, like you put the square brackets, but then inside here you put a string that is equal to a key name. So you would say company name, and then that needs to be Apple. And note that if you put name just like this, it's not going to work, because when you do name like this, it's not using the name of inside the company. It's expecting an actual variable called name. So for example, so when you do name right here, this is going to get replaced by whatever the value of name is, which, whoops, if you could see here, is CEO. So even though this variable is called name, since the value is what matters, it's actually going to get the value of CEO. Okay, and that's pretty much going to be it for this video.